Hey, good morning, folks. Good morning from the office where North Georgia's only live online morning show. I'm your host, BKP. It's good to be back. Yes, I think that's correct. 32 degrees. It's a little cold outside this morning. I tell you, it was windy yesterday, nice and chilly. 8 a.m. on the East Coast. Yes, I have some fruit here. I have some bananas and oranges. I'll tell you why in just a minute. Maybe I'll tell you why in a minute. In just a minute, I'll tell you why I have my fruit here. Josh, let's tell them how to contact the show. If you ever want to contact the show, right here it is. Okay, so Josh is going to set up how to contact the show. Right now that he's having a little difficulty over there, but that's not a problem at all. Folks, I've got the oranges and the bananas here, and I'm going to rush straight out. It may be hard to find a Mexican to pick fruit here soon if Trump closes the border, right? I know, I'm just joking, right? We're not going to be able to find a Honduran, El Salvadoran, Guatemalan to pick the fruit. And if he closes the border, my God, it will stop produce from coming into this country. You may have to buy California avocados, okay? Your kiwi fruit, all that stuff that comes through Mexico, whatever it is. I tell you, you better rush right out to the grocery store. And I will bet, what do you want to bet this morning? That the Grocery Store Association in America, all of them, what do you think produce is going to go up, what, 15% today, 20? I don't know. I'm just saying. I know one thing. If I owned the local grocery store and they were talking all on the news and trying to scare everybody to death that they're not going to get an orange or a banana, you know, because if that's what they were doing, I would run and I would take my grocery store this morning and I would up all the produce, everything. I mean, I would start upping things. Because we've got to go get our fruit in case. I mean, it'll be rotten fruit on the border, everything. All right, we'll talk more about that later. I'm just enjoying my Monday morning here. Okay, so whenever you're ready to put that up, let me know, Josh. Now, that being said, all right, we've got, I want to start out in a different direction, okay? This morning, and I don't want to make this the last thing. Let me get my pictures up here. Hold on just a second. I got to get myself together here. All right, if you have it, give me number 47. If I could get 47, please. I'm ordering up 47. Okay. So, there's the guy. I want to start there. I know we got the border closing, and we're talking about creepy Uncle Joe Biden smooching the necks of all these little children. I got all that. I got it. We're going to do all that today. But this is the man. This is the hero of the day for me in this show. All right? HB 481. All right? HB 481, the heartbeat bill in Georgia. This is Representative Ed Setzler, okay? That's how I think you say it, Setzler, okay? He's from Ackworth, District 35, House of Representatives of Georgia. The media has gone crazy. The left-leaning Melissa Milano, is that her? Hollywood threatened Georgia with a boycott if the state passed a bill that limited abortions to the first 6 weeks. Peach State lawmakers passed the bill, and left-wing celebrities erupted. All right? Alyssa Milano, F this. Here's the way to get in touch with the show. We'll come right back to that picture, all right? Right there. If you would like to get in touch with the show at any time, if you'd like to be on the show, make comments, our email address, all the social media ways, you can find us right there. So come on back. Now, Alyssa Milano, F this. 481 is bad for business. Okay? I guess we won't. Jude Apatow? Is that Apatow? I don't know what their names are. I guess we won't be shooting movies and TV in Georgia anymore if this moves forward. Boycott film and TV in Georgia. Chelsea Handler, if Georgia is going to stop pretending it cares about women's rights by banning abortion, we should stop pretending we want to go there for work. Wow. I mean, Don Cheadle, come on. And he says, dumbass. All right, Don Cheadle, Ron Perlman. When the current governor Bottom dealt his way into office, thus, wow, I'm not repeating some of these words. Wow, these people are unhinged. I stand with Stacey Abrams. And so many of my friends in opposition of 481, the bill being considered right now in Georgia would essentially ban abortion in the state. They have come, I can't read, you know me, I don't care to say a word or two from time to time, but I can't read that. Ed Setzler, House of Representatives, thank you very much for having guts. Now I'm going to tell you, these articles are all the way across the nation, okay? Georgia HB 481, and I'm going to tell you why I'm starting with this in just a minute, because Axios is one big thing. Amy Coney Barrett, do you know who that is? There's a setup for the Supreme Court and abortion, and it's getting ready to happen. I think it'll happen before 2020, okay? I really do. But anyhow, this man had the guts from Ackworth to take the bill, nationwide articles all across the country. The heartbeat bill, 481. That means when a physician detects an abortion will be illegal in Georgia after the governor signs it, and I can't wait for that celebration. I sent a message down to House Speaker David Ralston's office saying, hey, we'd like to have that sign that bill right up here in North Georgia, but it'll probably be somewhere with pro-life advocates all around the state able to come, but we'll see. This guy had the guts to do it, 481. The heartbeat bill, Georgia, I no longer will criticize because I have in the past with all the other states that have a heartbeat bill, and the left has gone crazy. Now, do not worry, okay? Do not worry about the movie industry leaving. This is the same thing with the religious liberty bill, all right? Now, freedom, there's nothing to worry about, folks. The Georgia movie industry will not leave here. That's not a problem. They're here for the tax advantages that the state of Georgia offers them in their film industry. Nothing else. They don't care. They left Hollywood. They have a governor. Yes, they did. They had a governor when they left. They have a governor now. They're as left as you can be, okay? They're not worried about California passing a heartbeat bill. They're not worried about California passing religious freedom bill in California. None of the right-leaning bills that they're in fear of across this nation, they have no fear in California. So why did they leave? Tax structure only. Money. It's all about the money. So they're not going anywhere. Don't worry. You're not going to see a massive drop in the film industry in Georgia over the heartbeat bill. Won't happen. And if they do, as I said earlier online, don't let the door hit you in the ass on your way out. Again, one more time, Ed Setzler, if you know, we always push and call people to vote for a bill. Hey, call his office and thank him for having the guts to stand up. And then also call House Speaker David Ralston's office. And after the protest, if you would have heard about, read, seen the protest down in the Capitol under the rotunda, I want to thank House Speaker David Ralston for making sure this bill got to the floor. It got 92 votes. It needed 91. Okay, it needed 91. It got 92. We'll talk about the cowards that could not vote for it at a different time. But thank you, Mr. Speaker, for bringing the bill to the floor. Thank you, Mr. Representative Setzler, for having the guts to do so. All right, there's a couple things I want to talk about. Look, let's close the border, okay? I'll get into closing the border in just a minute because I want to do a full segment on closing the border, and I don't want to get caught off from that right now. I want to do a full segment. Give me number 8. Number 8, Beto Francis O'Rourke, okay, he kicked off his campaign this weekend. Kicked off his campaign. There's Francis. Give me number 9. Francis O'Rourke kicked off his campaign this weekend. How come nobody talked about it? I mean, was there 30,000 people there? Was there 40? Was it 100,000? Was this, I mean, how come there's no numbers being released? I mean, I've gone through the websites. I watched CNN this morning. I watched Morning Joe. I mean, where are the numbers? And where is the bragging about this big, massive, campaign rally in El Paso, Texas for Francis O'Rourke? It's not there, folks. It's not there. I'm telling you right now, Democrats have a big problem, all right? Let me ask you another one, all right? Let's go. Hang on just a second. Why are they, I have a question. Why is CNN, MSNBC, why are they trying to take down Joe Biden? I'm serious as can be. All right, why are they trying to take down sleazy Joe? Okay. Now, give me number 10. That's not number 10. So as soon as they get me number 10, just relax, folks out there, because we're doing some new. We got some new help in the control room. There's number 10. There's Joe Biden. All right, and Joe Biden happens to be sniffing Stephanie Carter. Okay, that's her hair. Now this is the day. This is creepy Joe Biden. You got to understand, creepy Joe Biden started his career long ago with rapists. I mean, Democrat rapists. I mean, he grew up within the Democrat Party with Bill Clinton was a rapist. He grew up with, Dodd, Chris Dodd. Chris Dodd is from Connecticut, alleged rapist, okay? He grew up with murderers in the Senate. The Democrat murderers, I mean, Ted Kennedy, Ted Quinn, a murderer, right? He is a rapist. I mean, Biden, during his career, what is he? He's been in the Senate, or he's been in politics since he's 29 years old, right? How can you fault Joe? Joe has grew up in Democrat, Anita Hill, at that time, two-thirds of Congress maybe had a lady friend? I don't know. I mean, he came in at a time, 29 years old, where Democrats were drunks, rapists, racist, murderers. Oh, hell, nothing's changed. But anyhow, this is Stephanie Carter, okay? Now, Stephanie Carter has come out in support of Joe and said this was nothing that day, but just affection that she needed of somebody being kind to her. Now, who is this? This is Ash Carter's wife. Who is Ash Carter? Remember, Ash Carter was the Secretary of Defense? Wasn't he Secretary of Defense? Don't get caught off guard. Remember, Ash Carter used to come out and he was probably wearing high heels behind the podium. I'm serious, man. I mean, it was a real weirdo, Ash Carter. All right, this is his wife. Joe Biden puts his hands and we could spend all day showing you the creepy pictures of Joe Biden. Now, why? Give me number 27. Lucy Flores, all right, number 27. She's a former assemblywoman, and she was running for lieutenant governor. So this woman is everywhere saying she was getting ready to go out on stage. She's in Nevada, right? She's in Nevada, and they called in Joe Biden. And Joe comes out, and she's about to go out, and Joe creeps up behind her, puts his hands on her shoulders, and then he caresses and he moves in for a kiss on the back of her head. It just starts really like, ooh, I've heard the description. Now, why are they? Why are they the media? Let me try another one here. Give me, and Joe's got a response. All right? Give me number 27. This is Joe's response. In my many years on the campaign, number 17. I'm sorry, my mistake. I made a mistake. Number 17. I'm sorry. In my many years on the campaign trail and in public life, I have offered countless handshakes, hugs, expressions of affection. How can you start any better? Expressions of affection, support, and comfort. Joe loves the comfort side. And not once, never, not once. Go to, give me 18. Not once did I believe I acted inappropriately. If it is suggested I did, I will listen respectfully. But it was never my intention. Remember those Brett Kavanaugh hearings? Totally phony, made up hearings for Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh. Now Joe. Why are they getting rid of Joe? Joe's thinking to himself, you know what? I was getting ready to go on the campaign trail. And do you realize all the affection I could be showing the ladies on the campaign trail? I could show a lot of affection. Town to town. Here comes creepy Uncle Joe. Just saying. All right. My question is, give me number 19. Unclear how, and I'm just showing you CNN 4:04 a.m. this morning on the East Coast. First thing in the morning. Unclear how claim will affect Biden's rollout. Former VP expected to announce decision on 2020 in coming weeks. All right. Let me give you another one here. MSNBC, so you can see they're not alone. Give me at 5 a.m. this morning, number 25. Right out of the box, 5 a.m. Eastern time. Okay. There he is. Former Nevada lawmaker accuses Joe Biden of inappropriate touching and kissing in 2014. And so let me see if I can find something else. But why are they, and that's the question you want to start asking yourself, why are they trying to, give me number 37, just want to show you a couple of them here. Yesterday on State of the Union, Biden responds to Flores' accusations, okay. Uneasy, she felt uneasy after kissed back of her head. Joe said, hello. And this is a Latino lady, right? A Latino lady. Whoa. Why the takedown? Now, let me say they've gone to all of the candidates for the most part. Number 38, okay? Number 38, Biden responds to Flores accusations, okay? There's 38. And there's number 39. There's, give me 39. 2020 hopefuls respond to the KISS accusation. Bernie Sanders. He's, Bernie's campaign right now. You could go with creepy Uncle Joe, or you can go with me. I haven't been able to touch myself, let alone anybody in years. That's Biden's campaign promise. I ain't touching a damn soul. I can't even touch myself. That's Bernie Sanders. Oh my God. You can't make this up. Number 40. 2020 hopefuls respond at 4:03 a.m. this morning to KISS. There's Amy Klobuchar, and there is Castro, number 41. Okay? Now, who is the one candidate? One candidate they did not ask about this. I'm serious. I am serious as could be. And I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about closing the border. And we're going to talk about the Republican health care plan. All right? I'm serious. And we're going to talk about Lindsey Graham. Will Barr appoint a special counsel to look into Hillary's matter? But what I want to say right now is, who is the one candidate out of all Democrat candidates that they did not ask about the kiss from Joe Biden on the back of Lucy Flores' head? Give me number 43. I don't remember anybody asking Pete Buttigieg. Why? Because Pete's gay. I mean, actually, if we would see Pete putting his hands on Lucy Flores' shoulders and kissing her on the back of the head, we would think, oh, hell, what happened there? They're screwed up, man. These damn people are so screwed up, they don't know which way to turn. They don't know if they're supposed to touch a lady on the shoulder. They don't, let me say this, okay? Go to number 44. Why not? Let me just tick off every damn woman in America right now, okay? Number 44. Pete Buttigieg raises $7 million in first quarter. But look at the lady in the black, okay? Why the hell is her face stretched so far out? Why? Why has she been enhanced? Okay? Why does she have curves? Because she thinks she's absolutely beautiful. Period. Don't give me, as Donald Trump says, it's bull. It's BS. Here is Minka Brzezinski that has had more plastic, okay? I mean, I can't even get into it. There's not toys that have more plastic than this woman here. And Pete Buttigieg raised $7 million in first quarter, and she's sitting next to who else? Gumby. They don't know what to do. The Dems are so screwed up. Can you kiss somebody on the back of the head? Can you pat them on the shoulder? Can you look at them? Can you say hello? Can you say you look at... What the hell? Can you say the dress looks like... You don't know what the hell to do. They're screwed up. Anyhow, when we return, we're going to talk about, look, closing the border. We're going to get serious about closing the border. All right? We're going to get serious about Lindsey Graham and his comments concerning Bob Barr, and what has the Democrats all messed up over Mueller's report. What do they fear the most? And those phony polls. Are you ready for every time you turn around a new poll coming out saying your president is worthless? Well, get ready. If they've been doing it for 2 years now, and they're going to ratchet it up. I'm your host, BKP. I better get a banana before we run out of Mexicans that can pick the bananas or get them across the border. Take us to break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead.
We're all about truck discounts at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Now save up to $14,000 off new Silverados or up to $8,000 off new Chevy Colorados. The new truck inventory is huge, but the discounts are even bigger, with thousands in savings guaranteed. So when you think trucks, think Days Chevrolet in Jasper, the North Georgia Mountain's #1 volume Chevy dealer, where new Chevy trucks cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Don't miss out on the March Madness sale at North Georgia Ford. That's right, up to $20,000 off on select F-150, $7,250 off on all the new Ford Focus. New 18 models are clearly red tag marked and drastically reduced, again, price to sell, again, at North Georgia Ford. It's the place to be, so get on up there as part of the March Madness sale through the end of March. 0% interest for rebates available on most new inventory at North Georgia Ford.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and LJ, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kemp is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. And we're talking about, now let's get serious the first 30 minutes, closing the border. Now in 2016, not 2016, I'm sorry, earlier in 2018 when the election midterm, the media, the deep state media, did everything they can to convince you there was no crisis at the border. Okay? Absolutely no crisis at the border. I'm going to say some things that are not going to set well with some people. Because what I can't stand is when we talk about the border and we don't tell the truth of what's really happening there. So in 2018, when the election's going on, according to Minka and Joe and CNN, there was no crisis at the border. It was all fabricated. Remember that? Trump was fabricating the crisis. The caravans were weeks and weeks away and would not get to the border before election. All the above. Kirstjen Nielsen, the secretary of Homeland Security, everything was being made up according to the deep state media before the election. Trump was lying about the border, and the media was running as many segments as they could about ripping children away from their parents, ripping them away. Oh my God, ripping the kids away. And remember putting the kids in cages. It was daily that we're putting kids in cages at the border, okay? So now there's a humanitarian crisis at the border. Now there is. Now we have to do something where the border is concerned. And the President of the United States is prepared to close the border. Now let me show you here, and is it a bluff? Okay. Now, Mick Mulvaney, which is the acting chief of staff in the administration, Mick Mulvaney says it's not a bluff. Now, what is happening is the media is freaking out, and they're going to tell you, and this is what I want to get clear. They're going to tell you if the President of the United States actually closes the border, they're going to start, and they've done it today, and they started it yesterday on the morning shows, of what it's going to cost the economy. They continue to say, will the President do this even knowing how bad it will hurt our economy? Now, the President is cutting off, and we'll show you in a minute, all right, money to El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras. All right? One of the biggest drains we have on some of our cash is Western Union, and I'll just use them and not taking them to task, but there's others. Western Union shifting cash to Mexico for years. I mean, we have sent billions, and I mean in the hundreds of billions of dollars, wired into Mexico. Cash. Because the very, I don't want to say first stream of illegals coming across the border were Mexicans back in the 80s and 90s. So why is Honduras, why is El Salvador, why is Guatemala, why are they pushing their people to go through Mexico, all right, into the United States? Why? Who is pushing that deal to get the people here? Who would you think? The George Soros type. They're paying the bills. You would think these people are moving all the way through El Salvador, and Honduras, and Guatemala through Mexico, and nobody is making sure that everything's provided for them, getting all the way up to the border, claiming asylum. Anyhow, that being said, you're getting ready to see, all right, I'm going to come back to this one in a minute. Here is yesterday, number 7. Number 7, Chris Wallace, president, threatens to close border over caravan, U.S.-Mexico border. Okay. Number 9, Francis had his big coming out, campaign coming out rally on the border. Number 11, MSNBC. We're going to talk about it in a minute. I want to go through these. All right. This is what they're doing today. Trump threatens to close southern border, saying he's not playing games. Okay. Give me number 21. This is 4:05 a.m. on CNN. Administration ramps up border threats. Trump cuts off aid to 3 countries, warning he will close the border. Okay. Give me number 34. This is Fox News this morning at 2:03 Mountain Time, so I think it's almost like 4 o'clock in the morning. Number 34. U.S. cuts aid to 3 countries, Honduras, El Salvador, and Guatemala. Okay. You see You see right there, El Salvador, Honduras, and Guatemala, they run right through Mexico. Right through Mexico, okay? And let's see if I have another one I want to get to. Let's stay right there for just a minute, all right? So, the President of the United States plans, let's leave that one up for a minute, to close the border. I hope so. President of the United States has cut funding right there. And the deep state media, what are they going to tell you? Deep state media is going to say, well, if we cut funding to these poor countries, you know, that will make matters worse there in those poor countries. All right? Why is cutting funding important? Because there's a couple things happening, folks. Number one, they're sending children and families. They're sending families, they're sending unaccompanied minors. This is by the thousands, okay? And what they plan to do, the reason these three countries plan to do this, is so they can do two things. Get the funding, the aid that our government is sending them, plus once all these people get into America, they will start going every Friday, we'll call it, and we'll say Western Union, and they'll start pumping more cash out of this country back to those countries. Exactly. So let's say a Guatemalan family gets in here and they get 3 kids and mom and dad in. Let's just say 2 parents and 3 kids. They get in the country. Now you're housing them for free. Oh yeah, you're housing them, okay? You're providing them free health care. I mean, we're talking about Obamacare, Republicans' existing conditions, and paying for prescriptions. Oh man, no, they're coming in and getting free health care, free housing, all right, and free education. So the 3 kids go to school, mom and dad get jobs, and they can't afford a house. The government, we give it to them. What do? They run over on Friday. They send money back to Guatemala, to more family, out of our money. They take our damn money that we're giving them and their jobs that they're probably working for cash, and they send it back there. So now these countries are getting the U.S. aid. They're getting their people out of there that they don't have to take care of, and they're getting another revenue stream coming in. What does the revenue stream do? It provides them enough money to pay a coyote or get on one of the trains, literally trains or train of bodies moving, and buses to the United States. It continues a cycle. They get in this country, they send the money back, then there's enough money. Because you keep saying, what the hell? And you and I are paying the bill. So let me say this, okay? Now it's spring break. This is where I'm going to say something that people are not going to like, all right? Thousands of these kids are crossing the border. They're going into your school. Aren't you sick and tired of administrators in school working 8 months out of the year, making 150 to 250 and 300,000 a year? Yeah, no joke. I didn't say teachers. Oh, no. I didn't say teachers, okay? I'm talking the brass, the top brass. They have built up our public school system to where you take these administrators, superintendents of schools. I got a lot of good ones. They're friends of mine. But the bottom line's the bottom line. And they're off on spring break. They're all over social media, putting pictures of them partying all over spring break, right? Well, good, fine. When they get home, it's nothing to them. If they have 20 more children enroll in school that can't speak English, all they do is put in the budget 2 more ESO, English as a second language, ESL. 2 more ESL teachers on the budget, English as a second language. And then guess what? If there's not enough money, they raise your taxes. Yeah. It's costing us billions of dollars in education, billions of dollars with teachers, billions of dollars in our hospitals, billions of dollars in housing. But what will they do today? You will hear reports, okay? This is what gets me, is our priorities are so screwed up. You're going to hear reports today on how much closing the border will cost you and I. How much closing the border will cost the economy. How much closing the border will stop car parts from coming in or fruits and vegetables. That's what you're going to hear. You're going to hear the president criticize for stopping aid to these countries. You're going to see the president criticized if he closes the border. You're not going to hear the media talk about the true effect of what's happening in this country. Folks, your country is on a fast pace of financial collapse. That's just the bottom line. They can't pour in here 1 million. Estimated 1 million pouring in here this year. Billions. It's cost, don't worry about closing the border, what it's going to cost us. I'm tired of the lies. Look at this one here and we'll move on to something else. It's a damn shame that this country, the media, the deep state media, this is the way they play on your emotion. All right? And I'm going to show you right here. This was at 3:10 a.m. Give me number 2. Autopsy shows Guatemalan girl in U.S. custody died of bacterial infection. Number 3. 7-year-old Guatemalan girl who died in custody at border had rapidly progressive infection. Okay? Now they asked Donald Trump, he's at Mar-a-Lago, number 4. Give me number 4. Do you believe, given the rising number of migrant families and children at the border, your administration is equipped to, number 5, handle that in a way that it tries to ensure that children are not dying or being harmed? It's his fault. Every single thing is his fault. It's his fault that children are coming to the border. It's his fault that they're sick. It's his fault that they could be dying or be... What are you doing, Mr. President? I'll tell you what he's doing. The damn guy tried to tell you 6 months ago there was a crisis. He tried to show you the crisis. He said the military, you made fun of him. He said 4,000 troops, 2,000, whatever. You made fun of him. They were down there putting up tent cities. He sent the military to put tent cities up, to put up barbed wire, to stop them from coming across, to try to do everything to solve the humanitarian crisis. It's the Democrats that do not want to help. It's the Democrats that do not want to solve the problem because they don't care if they all come in and collapse this economy for free health. Folks, free health care. Quit letting them tell you pre-existing conditions and dropping the price of insulin medication. Free health care, free education, free housing. Just get across the border and we will take care of you totally. Something's bad wrong here. Shut that damn border down, Mr. President. Shut it completely down. I don't give a damn what the hell comes across that border, shut it down, and don't worry about what it costs, because what is happening to our local, right here where I live and right there where you live, your local economy is you're stressed, not your economy, your local tax dollar is stressed. Your property tax, you go to the store, they want another penny, and for splosh this, splosh that. Then they're building damn grade schools, building, barns. They're building bus barns and agriculture barns and this barn and that damn barn and this school and this my God, it's got to stop, the damn money that's going out. And we just keep pouring it in and nobody cares. The illegals just coming in. Free, free, free. I better go. We got another subject. Take us out.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead.
We're all about truck discounts at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Now save up to $14,000 off new Silverados or up to $8,000 off new Chevy Colorados. The new truck inventory is huge, but the discounts are even bigger with thousands in savings guaranteed. So when you think trucks, think Days Chevrolet in Jasper, the North Georgia Mountain's #1 volume Chevy dealer, where new Chevy trucks cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Don't don't miss out on the March Madness sale at North Georgia Ford. That's right, up to $20,000 off on select F-150, 7250 off on all the new Ford Focus. New 18 models are clearly red tag marked and drastically reduced, again, price to sell, again, at North Georgia Ford. It's the place to be, so get on up there as part of the March Madness sale through the end of March. 0% interest or rebates available on most new inventory at North Georgia Ford.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ella, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
Okay, we're back, folks. It's the top of the hour. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. Let's tell them how to contact the show if you'd like to get in touch with us. Our contact number is right there on the screen, right there on the screen, right there on the screen. Sorry, I was just having fun. Anyhow, right there's our contact number and our email address. And that was a scratch on the record for you young people out there that didn't understand, right there on the screen, right there. And all the social media ways to follow us. Now, if you dislike Chris Wallace on Fox News, okay? If you put up number 7, okay? Now, Kellyanne Conway does an exclusive interview for Fox News there, Chris Wallace. Now, we know Chris Wallace is a Democrat. We know that, okay? Lifelong Democrat, him and his father. We know, I personally don't care for him. From time to time, he'll do an interview that has a question that I'm interested in the answer, but him personally and Fox News there, not really. So if you did not like him before, how about after this? Let's play the video.
And we'll have we're working on a plan at the White House.
Finally, I'm going to get into something that I don't like talking about. I know you don't like talking about, but I have to tell you that when we announced that you were going to be on the show, more people asked me to ask you about this than any other question. You know where I'm headed here, and that is about... I don't. Yes, you do. This is the state of your marriage with George Conway. I'm going to put up some of the things that your husband has said about President Trump. Just this month, March 5th, wherever he goes and whatever he does, Trump will always be summa cum liar. Let me try that again. Always be summa cum liar. March 19th, once someone understands narcissistic personality disorder, they understand you. March 26th, if the charge were unfitness for office, the verdict would already be in. Guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Here's how the president responded.
I don't know him. He's a whack job. There's no question about it. And I call him Mr. Kellyanne. The fact is that he's doing a tremendous disservice to a wife and family. She's a wonderful woman.
Why is your husband attacking your boss?
Well, you can ask my husband. But it doesn't affect my job because my job is to be counselor to the president and do the best job I can do to provide information.
Do you think that he is... Come on, you've obviously thought about this. Do you think he's cyberbullying you to try to get you to quit? Do you think he's jealous of your high profile?
Some people think that, they certainly do. My first line of protection in this world is and will always be my 4 children. And so I don't really like to discuss this publicly. What I will tell you is that George was very supportive of President Trump, cried on election night in his MAGA hat, blocks away from here at the Hilton in New York, wanted to take a job in the Trump administration and changed his mind, and was a guest of the President and First Lady months after he withdrew himself from consideration.
I understand that.
At the White House. And when he withdrew his name, he said that he would still support the president, his agenda, and quote his wonderful wife's work. So if that's changed, I haven't changed. But I will tell you that it's unusual for Washington too, because I think that many women tend to get their power and their position through the men in their lives, and this is a little bit different. And I'm sure the feminists are going to throw me a parade at some point.
Finally, and you have said that you believe that this has hurt your 4 children, and understandably, nobody would want to see their mom and dad fighting out in public.
Well, that's not true. Some people would like us to fight.
I don't. Most people.
Some people take a little bit too much glee over the situation.
Want you to fight. I guess the question I have to ask, bottom line, final question: has this hurt your marriage?
Oh, Chris, what are you, Oprah now? I mean, what am I, on a couch and you're a psychiatrist? I think that's a really inappropriate question, and here's why. That's the line over which nobody should have crossed. So if you want to talk about policy issues, policy disagreements, the fact that George Conway, my husband, would prefer that I not work in the White House, I guess you can ask those questions. The president has weighed in. I've weighed in as modestly as I can. But now you're asking a very personal question, and I would say to you, you should go ask it of many people. Okay. Because I see messy lives living in glass houses all over both cities in which I
would only point out, and look, this is not something I'm comfortable talking about. Your boss. Well,
I'm surprised you would ask about.
The president did call him the husband from hell. So. Well, I'm
surprised that people would ask that question. I have seen home wreckers on TV as marital experts all of a sudden. It's very amusing to me. But I think people know they cross a line when they're talking about people's marriages, all this stuff about leave us alone in my private life. My family has a right to their private life also. I have children who are 14, 14, 11, and 9. And the reason that this gets so much coverage, particularly by the mainstream media, is because George Conway now agrees with them. He shares their views about President Trump and their goals and their goals.
All right, folks. If you liked Chris Wallace before, correct? I mean, what a piece of garbage. A piece of garbage. The state of your marriage. What is this? I wonder if they're asking, if they've ever asked Hillary Clinton the state of her marriage. I mean, is there not a list a mile long that, do you think Chris Wallace, I mean, I think Chris Wallace should ask every guest that comes on now the state of their marriage. I think that's important. I think everyone that comes on, all right, has this hurt your marriage? Really? And then Kellyanne, she says, you know, I see homewreckers on TV now that are professionals or, you know, giving professional advice. But I'm going to tell you what a piece of garbage. Chris Wallace, Fox News Sunday. How dare you treat somebody like that? And say, how is your marriage? Who are you now, Oprah? I'm just saying, it's unreal. Absolutely unreal. That question. Now, let me go to another video. Let me change gears. Because this is what, now on Fox News Sunday, the Mueller report, all right? Now we're going to tie everything together to close the show. In fact, Josh, I want this to be a separate segment. So kill the recording and start all over because I want to tie this together on the Mueller report, Lindsey Graham, and what has the media, the Democrats, so nervous. Are you ready? Okay. Folks, the Mueller report, we keep hearing it's going to come out mid-April, okay, and they want the full report. And if you keep hearing unredacted, if you hear redacted anymore, you know, on and on and on. But Democrats want us to move on. They want us to move on, okay? And if you watched all the morning shows, they sent their talking heads. Now the news media, CNN, ABC, all of them, okay, MSNBC, all of the talking heads are saying, why is President Trump bringing up this? Why is he not just moving forward? It is now time for him to govern. He should govern now. He should look at infrastructure. He should move forward, move on. Why not just move on? So Sunday, I picked one spot because it was all over Sunday, okay? And in one spot, ABC, okay, David Bossie, all right, president of Citizens United and Citizens United Foundation since 2001. He's on ABC, okay? Not Meet the Press. He's on ABC This Morning with George Stephanopoulos, which had John Carl. And also Heidi Heidenkamp. Now, Heidi Heidenkamp, former senator of North Dakota that lost. And on this particular, I think this is the one I got you starting at about 35 something, Josh. I want that one ready. Now, this particular one right here, I want you to listen to Heidi Heidenkamp, all right, and David Bossie's exchange. And it's going to take a couple minutes, all right? So whenever you're ready and got that ready, Josh, let me know. All right, put that up. This is going to all come together. Put that up.
Country, in my opinion. These folks have lost their way. And little Adam Schiff, this guy has lost all credibility. Every one of the 9 Republicans on the House Intelligence Committee has said he must be removed from that post. I believe you will see the intelligence communities Stop wanting to give this liar who uses intelligence as a political cudgel. That's what's gone on in the House.
I think be careful what you ask for. You want to continue this? That's the last thing the president should want. In spite of this, already people in this country do not believe the report. Everybody's become so, I got my camp, that's what I'm going to believe. It is time to do policy. It's time to fix problems.
It's
and
nice
the president
to say
cannot
that once
get out of
you
it.
guys have it
That's what's called leadership. Leadership is where you say, okay, let's put that aside. Now let's start addressing the problems of this country. That's not what he's doing. He's out promoting grievance, and that is not good for the country, and it makes people even more cynical than what they are.
They
David.
could not be any more cynical than to have been lied to for the last 2 years by the mainstream media and the left and the
David, open up the report. Let us all see it.
First of all, we're going to see whatever we get to see from the report. Who knows what it's going to look like? We have executive privilege issues, which I think are important. Grand jury materials, national security.
Why executive privilege?
Do you think the president's going to balk at this? He seemed to hint.
You see how he hiding, Kemp? That's the last thing the president wants. Now, David Bossie, he doesn't let it go. He does not let it go. He does not let her get away with it. Because you heard what Heidi Heidenkamp said. It's the last thing the president wants. Put that aside. Start governing. They were on TV all weekend. The Democrats were on TV all weekend long begging President Trump to put it aside. Begging President Trump to be positive and start governing, okay? Begging him to move on. Why are they begging him to move on? Why are they begging him to start governing? And that's the last thing he wants. And why can't the president just take his good news and be happy? Why? I'll tell you why. Okay? You had the video with the one out of the video there out of that story, Josh, the one that's about 1 minute and 30 seconds long with Lindsey Graham. We're going to start telling you why right now, why the Democrats are a nervous wreck and they're begging Trump to move on. So let's get that video up of Lindsey Graham last week after the Mueller report.
I fully realize that the oversight role of the committee is legitimate, but we're Republicans, they're Democrats. I'd like to find somebody like a Mr. Mueller that could look into what happened with the FISA warrant, what happened with the counterintelligence investigation. Am I right to be concerned? Seems pretty bad on its face, but somebody like a Mr. Mueller to look at that so that if nobody else, those who believe that the FBI and the Department of Justice were playing politics, that they wanted Clinton to win and Trump to lose, that somebody can satisfy them, that was looked at. There's some people are never going to accept the Mueller report, what I say or what Mr. Barr does. But by any reasonable standard, Mr. Mueller thoroughly investigated the Trump campaign. You cannot say that about the other side of the story.
You can't say that about the other side of the story. Now, what did you pick up there? 3 or 4 times, he would like to find somebody like a Robert Mueller. Like a Robert Mueller. Someone like a Mr. Mueller. He wanted 3 or 4 times in that minute and a half, he'd like to find somebody like Robert Mueller, right? Why? Because Robert Mueller needs to be one that's investigated. Absolutely, we need to investigate the investigators. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, Lindsey Graham went on Marie Bartiromo, and I hope that I get her name right, but I tell you what, Maria Bartiromo on Fox Business has done an outstanding job following this, an outstanding job covering this. That next video of Lindsey Graham on Fox News there, you got that next video? Let's start. I think I got it a minute or something in. Okay, now listen to Lindsey Graham here for just a couple minutes.
investigations going on at the same time, the so-called Trump
Right.
collusion and the Hillary Clinton investigation into her emails. But based on the Lisa Page testimony that was released a couple of weeks ago by Doug Collins over in the House, she said that they got word at the FBI that the DOJ was not going to press charges. So even before an interview with Hillary Clinton, even before the exoneration letter that Jim Comey wrote, they were told, don't even go there in terms of gross negligence, right?
Yeah, so it seems to me that she was interviewed not under oath. She had a couple of her staff people with her. People in her campaign were given immunity without anything in return. Nobody in the Clinton email investigation went to jail for lying about the process because there was no process. And I know Bill Barr pretty well, and he's pretty upset about the way all this was handled. And I don't know if he's going to have a special prosecutor to look at the probability of criminal misbehavior. I'm going to look at what happened from an oversight role, but I hope there's a special counsel appointed to look at DOJ corruption and political bias, you know, because Mueller did his job against Trump. Nobody's really looked at the Clinton campaign, the FISA warrant abuse, or the counterintelligence investigation for criminality yet, and somebody should.
So could an investigation into Hillary Clinton be reopened at this point then?
I'm not so much worried about retrying her, but I want to make sure that the public understands that she got away with something they wouldn't get away with. Right. I think it's important to understand that political bias probably drove the Clinton outcome, not the facts. I really don't believe that Comey just took over the investigation from Lynch based on a tarmac meeting. I just want the American public to know that the standard used against Clinton is an outlier. It's not the way business is done. And why did they choose that path? I think they had a political bias. They wanted Clinton to win, Trump to lose. And here's the point. How could she win if the Department of Justice indicted her? I think that's what drove the decision not to indict. They wanted her to win.
Well, I mean, you would think that William Barr...
How could she win if the Department of Justice had indicted her? Now, there's a couple things to pick up there. First of all, Lindsey Graham, okay, is the chair on the Senate Judiciary Committee. He is the guy that can make some things happen. And what are the words, some of the things, okay? Like Mueller, and Mueller did his job against Trump. Now, I would like to go back maybe and hear that again, okay? But wait a minute, not right now. Did he say Mueller did his job against Trump? Almost like, if you listen to Lindsey Graham, almost like he's saying Mueller was set up all along, okay? Now, I watched an 11-minute video this weekend that ties everything you and I know together. And I'm telling you right now, Mueller did his job against Trump. He said I know Bob Barr, that's the Attorney General, very well. He said he knows him very well, and Barr's upset on how the Clinton investigation was handled. He would like to see a special counselor in place to look at this. Now let's think about this. How many people were railroaded? This is a hoax. One of the greatest hoax ever pulled on the American people is what happened in this Russian hoax investigation. And the deep state media will tell you every day how many people surrounding the Trump campaign or Donald J. Trump that have been indicted or going to prison. Not one single person got indicted or going to prison over the Trump campaign and collusion with Russia. Okay? How many people surrounding Hillary Clinton's corruption went to jail? Nope. They all lined up, plead the fifth. Brian Pagliano, okay? The list goes on. I mean, they all lined up, they pled the fifth and went home. Nothing to see here. There's no way under the sun that Uma Abedin should be free today if even George Papadopoulos spent 14 days in prison for nothing, for pretending like being on Trump's foreign policy committee during the election or whatever. No matter what it is, no way whatsoever should Uma Abedin be free today. But don't forget, that's why. Remember what I played you with Heidi Heidenkamp? The last thing the president wants, put that aside. This is the last thing. Oh, for God's sake. But Bossie didn't let it go, did he? David Bossie didn't let it go. But this is the last. Trust me, that's why all of the Democrats, that's why they've gone on all the shows and say that the president needs to move on from this. Needs to move on from this. Because, folks, the corruption, this was a coup. This was a orchestrated coup. This goes as high as the White House, Barack Hussein Obama. This goes to Eric Holder, Loretta Lynch. This was a coup attempt on the President of the United States from day one. You see, Mueller knew when he took over or took the investigation, he knew he was starting an investigation on a fake dossier used for a FISA warrant. He knew that ahead of time. If Robert Mueller, now I've gone back and forth, okay? No, I'm not wishy-washy, damn it, but I've gone back and forth, all right, on this thing and looked at it from all the angles. And if Robert Mueller was, or has ever been the Boy Scout in America they claim him to be, and the unapproachable guy, I mean, you just can't say anything negative about this guy, then he should have looked at the American people and he should have turned the job down and he should have said, no, I can't do this, man. I mean, the whole thing's built on a phony premise, but he took the job. So that's why, what did he say? Lindsey Graham said, Mueller did his job against Trump, okay? And did his job against Trump. And that's why the one video, Graham keeps saying, like a Robert Mueller. We need to find somebody like a Robert Mueller, someone like a Mr. Robert Mueller. Why? Because I think Robert Mueller will be part of who is being investigated. I think it's going to happen, and I think that's why all of them are running around saying the president needs to move on. Now, two things. When we come back, President Trump is a brilliant genius. Yes, I know, for those that get mad at me for being too Trump, too much, too all the time. Brilliant genius when it comes to health care, when everybody else is running scared for the woods, the Republicans. I know why he brought up health care. And I don't know. We'll figure out what's next. Health care. The 2020... I gotta make a comment on Fox News when we get back. You're not going to like it. But let's take a brief break so I can wrap up.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead.
We're all about truck discounts at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Now save up to $14,000 off new Silverados or up to $8,000 off new Chevy Colorados. The new truck inventory is huge, but the discounts are even bigger, with thousands in savings guaranteed. So when you think trucks, think Days Chevrolet in Jasper, the North Georgia Mountain's #1 volume Chevy dealer, where new Chevy trucks cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Don't miss out on the March Madness sale at North Georgia Ford. That's right, up to $20,000 off on select F-150, $7,250 off on all the new Ford Focus. New 18 models are clearly red tag marked and drastically reduced. Again, price to sell again at North Georgia Ford. It's the place to be, so get on up there as part of the March Madness sale through the end of March. 0% interest or rebates available on most new inventory at North Georgia Ford.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and LJ, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
8 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
Hey, we're back, folks. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. Show them how they can contact the show. That's a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week phone number right here, folks. If you ever want to be on the show, want to contact us, send text messages right there. Also, chief@fetchanews.com is our email address, and all the ways to follow us on social media. Yes, it is 9:32 in the morning, and I have not, it's April 1st, April Fool's Day. I have been a part of, I don't like April Fool's Day. I used to like it, right? Is today the day that we're supposed to play tricks on everybody? April Fool's, right? Big April Fool's joke. But 1998, I remember that. I had the best, worst April Fool's joke played on me. And it involved like 7, 8 people. It involved people in other states. It involved CEOs of corporations. I mean, I had a product delivered that the customer was screaming was wrong. The manufacturer said it was correct. They put me in touch with the CEO of the corporation of the manufacturer that wanted to know why I was bothering him about this. And when I asked, he said, I have already checked. I've already heard about it. Now, this was like almost a $150,000 delivery of product. And I'm talking to the CEO of a corporation that says, I know the product's correct. They had everybody in on it. Everybody. I mean, I'm calling people in Chicago, why is this product? There's nothing wrong with the product. And they're all laughing their keister off at me because it was all an April Fool's joke. I got a customer telling me they're not going to buy the $150,000 worth of product. They're going to send it back. I better get rid of it. I better have new product there the next day. Product that takes 2 weeks to get. I mean, I was stressing out, man. I was throwing coffee pots. I was cussing up and down the hallway. They took about 3 hours on me on this. Yes. And they were enjoying the hell out of it. Everybody but me. And then all of a sudden, this started at 7:30 in the morning on April Fool's. And about 10 o'clock that morning, somebody broke over and said, April Fool's. Oh my God, I'm telling you. All right, anyhow, I've gone too long. Second, I know this is the first time in the history of my brackets, NCAA brackets, that I, your host, has not one single team, not one, in the Final Four. Not one. I don't have a one. Not a one. Duke went down. Duke was the last I had yesterday, and they went down. Okay? Boom. Not one. Worst Final Four for me in the history of brackets. So that being said, we'll move right along. All right? Who do you think will win now the national champion? Now. Who do you think now will be? Okay? All right, 32 minutes ago. Let's go over this very quickly here. So we have the President of the United States tweeting out 32 minutes ago. Can you believe the radical left Democrats want to what? Can you believe that the radical left Democrats want to do our new and very important census report without the all-important citizenship question? Report would be meaningless and a waste of billions. Ridiculous. It cost $5 billion. Ridiculous cost to put it together. So the president tweeted that out. No citizen. They want to do it without a citizen question. That being said, now Obamacare. Now I don't know how many pictures I got left here. Give me. Let's do why I'm telling you. Fox News. Okay, Fox News hired Donna Brazile. Now, look at number 23. Give me number 23. Howard Schultz Town Hall. Right? There he is. Howard Schultz Town Hall. Now, Howard Schultz is the former CEO. He's not CEO any longer, right? Of Starbucks, right? I guess not. Anyhow, maybe he is. But he is the progressive that wants to run as an independent. And CNN has done all these town halls. Every single person. If you call CNN today and you say, I think I'm going to run on a Democrat ticket, they'll schedule your town hall. Absolutely. A free fundraiser, by the way. So let's go to 24. Americans Election Headquarters, Town Hall with Howard Schultz, anchored by Brett Baer and Martha McCollum. Now, here's what I want you to know on Fox News, okay? Fox is sitting over there saying, you know what? Our audience is a conservative audience, but we are fools not to get in the Democrat primary campaign as hard as we can. Because number one, elections now, it's an industry. It's an industry, okay? And I'll bring that up in just a minute with what I'm about to say on healthcare. This is an industry, elections is, all right? And a town hall for Fox and Howard Schultz, all I want to do is let the Fox News viewers know, if you're hanging your hat on Fox News in 2020, be careful. Because they are going to get in this Democrat primary as hard and strong as they can. And they've brought some people in, some players to get involved. I'm just concerned they start these town halls. Who do they want to be just like now? CNN? Why do you want to do these? You do understand it's not this November, it's next before you pull the lever for President of the United States. That's how far off this is. And they have this going wide open. When I think right now, I think it's right now, close to right now, where Donald Trump hadn't even announced he's going to run for President of the United States at this time in the last election. So just letting you know. Now, give me number 33. Number 33. What's the plan? Now, let me say this. Yesterday and since last week, this is a lawsuit, I think it's in Texas, to totally strike down Obamacare, okay? What is the plan? So, President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, says, we are going to be the party of health care. The Republicans, get ready, because Republicans will be the party of health care. And what's his name? Kevin McCarthy, the Republican minority leader, Wimp McCarthy. He's a wimp. He's a wimp. Okay. You get these Republicans that are just too afraid to take the gloves off and do some good, hard politics. All right. And Kevin McCarthy's one of them. They're crying. They've gone to the president. Why? Why did you say we were going to strike down Obamacare? Why? Why? Don't you know we could lose? What's the plan? And they're all going out, what's the plan? And I saved this for a reason. Because what is the president? He's playing chess. He's playing chess because what is the reason the president is going out and saying the Republicans will have a plan? The Republicans will keep, if you have a pre-existing condition, you will be able to keep your doctor in our plan. Your pre-existing condition is protected. I'm going to bring down prescription drug costs. I'm going to make sure that Obamacare is wiped out and no Americans have to lose everything they have to a medical bankruptcy. What is the plan? All their nerves are shot. What does this do? One, it absolutely makes Democrats have to talk about health care. Now, in 2018, no Democrat talking about health care had the power to make a single-payer plan, all right? Now, you and I know how great the single-payer plan is. We can't pay for it. We know that. We know there's not enough money to pay for these programs that they want to put in place. It's not out there. But we're going to force them to talk about it. We're going to force Bernie Sanders to say single payer. We're going to force every one of them, Elizabeth Warren, to say single payer. Because what the President of the United States knows, it is an enormous amount of time between now and the time I still call pull the lever, okay? Press the button, whatever you're doing in your state. There's an enormous amount of time. It's the perfect time to say health care. It's the perfect time to say get rid of Obamacare. And let's see what they do with it. Let's see how many primary debates that CNN looks at them and says, because they're going to think they're getting Donald Trump. They're going to think that, oh man, we're really putting him out here. And they look and say, the President of the United States says he wants to get rid of Obamacare. And he wants to do this and that, and he has a plan, but we don't know what it is, so what's your plan? See, the President of the United States knows that when he starts really Grand Rapids, he did an outstanding job framing healthcare at Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids, Michigan last Thursday, he did an amazing job framing healthcare. Amazing job. All right? So get ready. Don't worry. It's only these wimps. It's only these, you know, we used to say weak, I'm not going to say it, but it's only those Republican cowards that can't take this. President knows what he's doing. This is genius. This is Donald Trump at being a genius, pulling out of them everything they plan to do, knowing he's got plenty of time. All right, everybody's stressing, oh, is this what we want to run on? Oh my God, why would we bring this up? Simple. Now, here's what you have to get ready for, okay? Now, they've been doing it for years, but this is what I think will ratchet up tenfold. And I want to do this before we close today. It is absolutely fake polling. And I have it here. I want to get to, give me number 28. All right. Now, remember, listen close when any poll comes up. And when these people say the American people, now I just want you guys, if I want by the show, I have two people in the room in there. I want by show, have either of you been called by a pollster and asked any questions on the Mueller report, any questions about Trump? Have either of you done a poll?
No, I've never been called.
And what about you, Ethan? Have you recently, here in the recent 3-4 weeks, has anybody called you a pollster?
No, not at all.
All right, good. All right, that's all I needed. Because every time, folks, every time they say, and try to put one of these polls up, they'll say the American people. And I keep wondering, who the hell are these American people? I never get a phone call. Who the hell are these American people? The American people say, what American people? Based on what we know, the Mueller report, only 29% of the American people think it clears Trump. Damn it, the American people don't even know what the hell the Mueller report is for the most part. They don't know anything about it for the most part, the details. Does it clear Trump? 40%. Does not clear Trump? 40%. How do they know? Be careful, because this is the polling. Now give me number 29. Because this same polling shows them Trump and Mueller's claim on exoneration clash. Who do you believe more? Who do you believe more? President Trump, 32%. Robert Mueller, 61%. Who are the people? Who are they asking, folks? Now, I'm telling you, in the past, the polls have been horrific. But get ready, because this is what they plan to do daily, all right? They will work these polls daily to try to make you believe it's not even worth going and voting, but it's going to get worse than you've ever seen. President Trump's job approval, number 30. Number 30. 43%. Down 3% since February. Disapproval, 53%. It's up 1. I'm just begging you to get ready, okay? Now, let me change the poll situation for just a second. It's in the same. Number 31. Here's what I like about Trump in so many ways. Go ahead, 31. The blue state, Trump thinks he could flip in 2020. Number 32. He thinks he could flip Virginia, New Hampshire, Minnesota, Colorado, and New Mexico. Trump team considers competing states Clinton won. That's what they think. And he will win Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. Because what are they doing? They're showing you poll numbers saying he's already so far behind in Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, he doesn't stand a chance. What does he do? He comes back and he says, if you don't think I stand a chance there, I'm going after Virginia, New Hampshire, Minnesota, Colorado, and New Mexico this time. Now, so watch for the polling on a daily basis. That is absolutely nothing but a lie. All right, nothing but a lie, the polling. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is, why does he think he's going to win Virginia? Remember number 46, Lord Fairfax. All right. Now, this is, I got the guy here somewhere. CBS to air interview. So by the time we're on this morning, they may have already aired. CBS to air interview with Vanessa Tyson and Meredith Watson, who accused Fairfax of sexual assault. Vanessa Tyson and Meredith Watson, the two women, have accused Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax of sexual assault, did interviews with CBS. One is this morning. The Virginia people need to know who it is they elected Tyson. Now, that is Vanessa Tyson. I don't have a picture of the second one. Her interview aired this morning. The other one with Meredith Watson will air tomorrow. And he claims Virginia Lieutenant Governor Fairfax office says 2 polygraph exams support his denial of sexual assault by 2 women, okay? So he's taken 2 polygraphs, all right? I have 2 women that want hearings, not an investigation. They want public hearings, all right? Guess what? Do you think I want a question. Do you think Joe Biden will enter the race now? Do you? And I'm going to tell you, if the black guy in Virginia has to go, you see, it's the accusation is 2 black women. If the black guy in Virginia has to go, Ralph Northern has to go. That's the governor. Trump plans a good play in Virginia, and I think Republicans will turn Virginia red. All right, I absolutely do. All right, there's no way I see Ralph Northern. If Fairfax doesn't get to stay, I'll tell you, he is going to be so upset. And the Black Caucus in Virginia, the Black Caucus in Washington, D.C., black voters are going to roll if he goes and Northam doesn't go. That's Ralph Northam. He is the guy that had blackface on in his college yearbook. Plus, he did the video on the radio station where he said after the baby's born would keep the baby comfortable. All right. If Fairfax goes, Northam has to go. I'm telling you, that's the way he feels right now. Let me go through my pictures to make sure I got everything this morning. Don't want to forget anything. Let's see, I got that one. Don't have time for that one. Let's see. Oh, how I can't forget this. All right, give me number 12. The Trump campaign. They're selling. Trump campaign is starting to sell pencil neck geek Adam Schiff t-shirts. Yes. Go to number 13. You can go on the campaign's website. Right there it is. And you can buy your pencil neck geek Adam Schiff t-shirt. Right there. Didn't want to forget that. How about this in the news? Number 20. The first quarter of 2019 is the best quarter for the stock market since 2009. Best since full quarter. S&P 500 rises in the first quarter 13.1%. Wall Street stages first quarter rally, best since 2009. Right? They don't tell you that stuff. Look at the lady that just made the Phenom, number 22. Time magazine cover featuring Ocasio-Cortez. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is out today, the Phenom. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez became Americans' lightning rod. She is the lightning rod. Holy smokes, Batman. Wait a minute, let me see if there's anything else I'm missing that I don't want to go without. I think I have everything here. No, let's go with this one here. Let's go with 43. Pete Buttigieg. Now, this is, I'm not seeing any other numbers, okay? But this guy is getting a lot of support. This is the scariest Democrat candidate in the race right now for a Republican. Seriously. Pete Buttigieg, he's the mayor of South Bend, Indiana. He's openly gay. He's got a husband or a wife. I don't know who's who. All right? $7 million in first quarter he raised. Now, last night, March 31st is it. They're starting to put out their numbers. Democrat candidates, some Democrat candidates are in fear big time of putting out their numbers because they don't want to show that they're flat and they can't raise money. But he hit $7 million in the first quarter. Thank you, MSNBC. Thank you, CNN. Thank you, Fox News, Chris Wallace. Because this guy is getting support for some reason. First quarter, number 44, they brought it out, number 44 here. Pete Buttigieg raises, there you go, there's Minka, there's Muskrat Minka and Muskrat Joe. There's Joe and Minka. Pete Buttigieg raises $7 million in first quarter. And let's close with this, number 45. Joe Biden's physical style with women under scrutiny. Under scrutiny. Folks, the Fannin Rebels took two down there at Greater Atlanta Christian Friday night, GAC. They've not lost. The Fannin Rebels baseball team has not lost a single series in region play. And tomorrow night, Cherokee Bluff is coming to town for the next series in 3A Region 7. Those Fannin Rebels were on fire Friday night. I got to go. I'll be with you again tomorrow at 8 a.m. And don't forget, 706-889-9700. That's how you get in touch with me and send me an email, anything you want. Take us out of here, Ethan.